Super Bowl 59.
It's finally time for the main event here in 2025. Away we go in Super Bowl 59. And some room to roam now. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And right away, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. Past the 20. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown.
Brandon, this is the Super Bowl. A touchdown scored in any game is big. In this one, it's massive.
It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Makes this Washington 7, Patriots 0.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards there and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They find some open field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. He's off to a great start here in this first quarter. It seems like this defense is probably going to have trouble containing him.
I would agree with that. I love the observation. And here's the thing. Their game plan coming to fruition. You knew that they came in thinking that they could run it, and now they're proving that they can and doing it in a big way.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And the Patriots are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
For first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Haskins. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up third and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Third down. Here's Haskins. Flushed out right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 11. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
And a give this time to the tailback. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Now Haskins to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
7-7, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude, and I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to, and he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things, and then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Right back to him on first down. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Slings this deep from McLaurin. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They go play action here on first down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Chase Young. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14. Looking to throw. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
On second down now, it's Carson, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
At the 41.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Haskins. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. They run it with Carson. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Haskins, flush to his right. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying, make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And inches at the 35-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Now left side on the swing pass. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 15. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims, 69 yards. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown.
And that's certainly an important score right there, because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 23.
Intercepted.
9 seconds to play, and likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And no return on this one as the fair catch is... Signal for and taken. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They go play action with Haskins. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 38. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes this Washington 17. Patriots.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington takes over first and 10. At their
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They run again with Carson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
and 7.
On 3rd down, Haskins. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at about the 14. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. If they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they try the right side here. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have the Patriots first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On play action, they'll throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 16 yards, a first down.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's for sure.
No doubt.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will tie things at 17 all. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. From the gun, Haskins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Yeah, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Washington on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Haskins. Open man here, Sims complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this Super Bowl has been as good as advertised. Probably one of the best that we've seen in recent memory. All even here in this 4th quarter. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
New England on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Patriots have moved out in front.
The kicker on.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Patriots 24.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's quickly becoming now or never time in the Super Bowl, trailing by 7 here in the 4th. A pivotal moment in this football game. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. 23 yards, the final tally. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. The throw taken in by Sims. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards, a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Steven Sims Jr., his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it is good. There were about 70,000 people about to turn blue from holding their breaths. But it's good, and this Super Bowl is tied. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game. These days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Eluding the pressure right. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And to give this time to the tailback. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a 1st down.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. One final shot for Haskins. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And it's another